Hey guys, in today's video I will show you an in-depth how to play guide to my card game Soul Gates. There are different types of cards in Soul Gates: units, orders, field cards, as well as emperor cards. Units have different stats, like their element, their rank, the gate requirement, a trait, an ability, an attack with its attack stat, the HP stat, as well as their speed stat. There are two types of orders, a normal order and a reaction order, which are indicated by these symbols on the top left corner. They have a gate requirement as well as an ability. There are also two types of field cards, the blockade with an HP stat, as well as a mine, while mine cards do not have gate requirements. Units can be distinguished by their black border, while order and field cards have grey borders. You can group these cards under the term obstacles. Emperor cards have individual colored borders depending on the element and are double-sided, one in their normal form and one in their ascended form. They each have a strategy ability, which can be used once you reach the stated number of might points, and a gain ability, where you gain might points when the stated requirement is fulfilled. Other than her gain ability, you also gain might by defeating and destroying the card of your opponent. Last is their ascent requirement. Once you reach this number of might points, you can ascend the Emperor and have them participate in the battle. Before you begin, you need a deck consisting of 36 to 50 cards, with a maximum of 3 copies of each card. As the Emperor is not part of your deck, it does not count towards the limit, and you can only have 1 copy. Place the deck somewhere at the bottom, right near you. The Emperor can be placed on either side, with the normal form face up and visible for both players. Next you have the gate cards, green for wood, yellow for earth, grey for metal, red for fire, and blue for water. Choose the gate element, which matches the element of your chosen Emperor. Here we have the wood gate. Take 5 gates with the same element and place them on the bottom row. As Soul Gates is a card game simulating a battlefield, it is played on a 5 to 4 grid, where the row near the gate row is called the base. The whole grid is called the battlefield. The zone above your deck is called the below. Used or destroyed cards are normally placed here. For the last card we have the world cycle. The outer cycle indicates which element can be channeled to which element. A creation cycle as well as a destruction cycle. The world cycle is placed somewhere in the middle of the table on the side, with the creation cycle face up, visible for both players. To count your might points, you can use a 20-sided dice, coins or something similar. For your soul counter, you can use a 6-sided dice or the counters provided in the battle box. Place both counters near your Emperor. The objective is to move your units to the enemy base to directly attack your opponent and destroy in total 3 souls, or gain 20 might points to win the game. Now that you got the basics, you're ready to start. First, draw 5 cards from your deck. You can then choose as many cards as you want from your hand to shuffle them back to your deck. Then you can draw cards from your deck until you have 5 cards in your hand. This can only be done once and at the start of each game. The preparations are now ready. Let's go to a demo play. The player on the right side is playing with the wood deck and embodies the Emperor Muhua. Player on the left side is playing with the earth deck and embodies the Emperor Yanluo. Now let's begin. First, we have the draw phase. As the name suggests, you start your turn by drawing 1 card from your deck. However, the first player skips this phase. Afterwards comes the channel phase, where the player channels one of the 5 gates to another element, according to the active world cycle. Muhua is channeling her existing wood element into the fire element. The third phase is the preparation phase, where the player can once per turn normally recruit a unit.
Lilia, please lend me your power and the power of the Hudias for this battle.
Muhua is normally recruiting Lilia on the field, which gate requirement is matching the active gate elements. When a unit is recruited, it will be switched to its idle state by placing the card sideways. When in the idle state, the unit cannot move or attack this turn. Abilities can however still be activated in this state. She therefore activates her ability to extra recruit a token by offering 3 health. Other than the normal recruit, a player can extra recruit as many units as possible and does not have a limitation. Lilia's ability has a once per turn keyword, therefore only being able to activate this effect once. Due to the gain ability of Muhua, she gains 2 might. As she has no units that can move and attack this turn, she skips her battle phase. With this, she goes to her end phase, and all idle units will be switched to the ready state by turning them facing towards the opponent. She ends her turn. Yanluo starts her turn by drawing 1 card and channel her earth element to a metal element. As Muhua has more cards on the field, Yanluo can extra recruit her Spying Eye demons because of its guard trait. Because she did not use her normal recruit this turn, she recruits Cynthia.
Come forth, my little demons, and serve me well.
At the end phase, she turns all idle state units back to their ready state. With this, she ends her turn. Muhua now can start her turn by drawing 1 card and channel her Fire Gate to an Earth Gate. Muhua recruits Philia. With the Earth element active, she now can play Flower of Vitality, a normal order card, to heal Lilia and draw 2 additional cards. Order cards are sent to the below after their activation and can only be activated during the preparation phase. Fully healed, Lilia can recruit another token and Muhua gain another 2 might.
I feel the power flowing in me, and with my might, I will grant protection.
With now 4 might points, Muhua's strategy effect is now active and can be used during the start of the battle phase. Every unit with HP lower than 3 gain 1 armor. In her battle phase, she can now move her cards, and she moves her unit who is not in their idle state to either a vertical or horizontal tile according to its speed stat. Here the token has a speed stat of 1 and therefore can move 1 tile towards the enemy base. After resetting the field, she ends her turn. Yanluo starts her turn by drawing a card and channel her Earth Gate to Metal. She recruits Xiao Izo. Her ability has the keyword on play and can be activated when entering the field. She draws a card and discards Aoyin. Yanluo gain 1 might.
Go on, crush that insect.
As with movement, units can only attack other obstacles on a vertical or horizontal tile. Normally, units have a range of 1 and therefore needs to stand on the surrounding tile of the attack target. In her battle phase, the Spying Eyes move 1 tile to the token and attack it for 3 damage according to its attack stat. Because the token has an armor counter from Muhua's ability, the damage will first reduce the armor before dealing direct damage to the unit, leaving the token with 1 health.
We are not done yet. Put it out of its misery, Cynthia.
After the completion of Spying Eye's movement, Cynthia is moving 1 tile behind the eye, and because it has a range attack, indicated by this keyword, it can directly attack over the Spying Eye, dealing enough damage to reduce the HP of the token to 0, therefore defeating it. Yanluo immediately gains 1 might for defeating the token. With Cynthia defeating a unit, she can trigger and activate her ability. In response to the defeat of the token, Muhua is activating Return to Nature, a reaction order, which can be activated once its activation requirement is met. The activation now triggers a chain, where the turn player has priority, when the timing is the same, in this case the defeat of the token, so Cynthia activates her ability first by milling the top card from each player's deck to the below. After that, Muhua chooses to gain 2 might from the ability of Return to Nature. Some cards have abilities which can be activated or triggered when they are in a certain location. As the condition for Hickstar's ability is met, he could normally recruit himself from the below. However, because Hickstar needs a water gate as their gate requirement, it cannot be recruited.
Do not worry, it's not your time yet.
Because of the ability of Cynthia, Yanluo gains 1 might. With this, she resets the field and passes turn. Muhua starts her turn by drawing a card and channel her Wood Gate to a Fire Gate. She wants to recruit Guoyin. However, she is missing a Metal Gate in order to be able to recruit her. At the beginning of her battle phase, she uses the effect of Muhua to grant her allied unit in armor. Some units have abilities, like Cynthia, that triggers when a certain condition is met, and because Philia has one, she gains an attack boost, due to the token being destroyed last turn. She could attack the eye with her range attack. However, she decides to charge directly into the eye, being able to defeat it. As she was not attacking with range, but on a surrounding tile of the eye, she will move to the tile of the defeated unit, nearing now the base of the enemy. She ends her turn. Yanluo draws a card and channel 1 metal to 1 water.
It is time. Open the gate from the below.
She then plays the field card Gate to the Below, which is a blockade. It has an HP stat and can be placed on a surrounding tile of an allied unit, in this case Cynthia. Next, Sylar will be recruited from hand. as he's a rank 2 unit, he needs to be played on top of an allied rank 1 unit. This is called a rank up. She cannot recruit another unit, as one is only allowed to either perform a normal recruit or rank up once per turn.
Precious Guardian, now bring forth the mighty demons of the below.
With his on-play ability, he recruits Hickstar from the below, as now the gate requirements are fulfilled. Due to the ability of the blockade, Hickstar gets recruited on the surrounding tile of the gate. With Hickstar getting recruited, it gains 3 armor due to the strategy effect of Yanluo, which is active when she has 3 or more might. Because it has a chaos trait, the world cycle is changed to the destruction cycle. In a rank up, the rank 2 unit gain all the condition of the rank 1 unit, like damage as well as armor counters, including their ready state. Therefore, he can move and attack this turn. He deals 6 damage due to his power boost, which can be identified by a plus behind the attack stat. He defeats her, and Yanluo is gaining another might point. She's moving her other units, and in the end phase, she's turning all idle state units back to their ready state. After resetting the world cycle, she ends her turn. After drawing a card, Muhua channels her Earth Gate to metal.
We have to deal with the troublesome gate. Your help is needed, Guoyin.
Now that the gate requirements are met, she will recruit Guoyin. Due to her ability having the aura keyword, the effect is always active. This gives everyone around her an attack boost. The token is now being strong enough to destroy the gate with its 4 attack power. After defeating the gate, it steps to the tile of the gate, and Muhua gains 1 might. She resets the field and ends her turn. In her channel phase, Yanluo spends 2 might to change the world cycle to destruction. So now she is able to channel the Earth Gate to a Wood Gate instead of a Metal Gate, according to the new cycle.
Tremble, tremble, little insects, cower in fear, and witness the might of my demons.
She activates the normal order card, entering the below. As a world cycle is on the destruction side, entering the below gain an additional effect. After milling the cards due to entering the below's effect, Yanluo chooses Shira and send it from the deck to a below, gaining an additional might. Although there are several milling effects on the entering the below card, the might gain from the Emperor only triggers 1 time. She then rank up Hickstar with Fulong, which gain all the armor counters. Due to the destruction cycle being active, Fulong's ability also gain an additional effect and is amplified, dealing now 4 damage to all surrounding units. With this, it is now able to defeat Guoyin and moves to a tile standing now in front of the base tile of the enemy. With another unit defeated, Yanluo gained 1 additional might, while Sylar is finishing off the token. With this, she resets the field and ends her turn. After drawing a card and channeling her gate, she plays Flower of Vitality again to heal Lilia, so she is able to recruit another token. With the aura effect of Muhua's active strategy ability, she's being fully recovered as it boosts the healing effect.
I really do not want to rely on your help, but the situation is dire. I'm sorry.
She wants to recruit the Spider Queen, which is a rank 2 unit, and therefore require a rank 1 unit. As Lilia is needed, she does not want her for the rank up. However, as the token do not have a rank, it also cannot be used for a rank up. She has Little Hudia in her hand, which got an ability with the keyword. This identifies that this ability can only be used while it is in your hand. By destroying the token, it can extra recruit itself. Now that Muhua has a rank 1 unit in the field, she's able to recruit Spider Queen.
Interesting. So, you have your own little demon.
As established before, the rank 2 units gain all condition of the rank 1 unit, including their state. Therefore she enters the field idle. Muhua is playing Thornwall, a blockade, which also serves as a layer of protection to stop your opponent from advancing, also to protect your own units. She uses the ability of Thornwall to give surrounding units 2 armor, in this case Lilia. Lilia is attacking Fulong for 3 damage. With this, she resets the field and ends her turn. Yanluo starts her turn by drawing a card. There are card abilities like Hickstar, which can be activated from the below.
The gate had already opened, and all my loyal servants, patiently waiting in the dark, will now be unleashed to the above.
As Shura is now in the below, his ability allows him to be normal recruited by removing 3 earth cards. Because it was a normal recruit, she cannot normal recruit another unit. With Yanluo's strategy ability active, Shura gains 3 armor because she was recruited from the below.
My puppy, go and break her.
As Fulong is now standing on the enemy base tile, it can attack the Emperor directly and destroy 1 of his soul. Sylar destroys the blockade due to his attack boost, but get damaged due to the ability of Thornwall. Lastly, she moves up her units. With this, she resets her field and ends her turn. Muhua starts her turn by drawing 1 card.
Now, Spider Demon, We had an agreement. We need to stop them.
As Yanluo has more cards, Bombug with Scarred Trait can be extra recruited. It can be recruited on an occupied tile by pushing the card occupying it on another free tile. Bombug now pushes Fulong away from the base and will then be extra recruited on the base tile. With the ability of Spider Queen, it consumes the Bombug. The death ability of Bombug activates when it gets defeated and or destroyed, dealing damage to its surrounding. Because Bombug is not destroyed by the cards of Yanluo, Yanluo does not gain might. At the same time, Spider Queen is also able to activate her ability due to destroying Bombug. Because now both abilities is activated at the same time from the same player, Muhua can decide which ability to resolve first. She decides to first activate the Spider Queen ability to give her an attack boost and armor. Now the death ability from Bombug is activating, resulting in dealing damage to all surrounding units. The armor from the Spider Queen's ability however absorbs the damage. The Spider Queen now moves to the field where Bombug was before, to stand in between Fulong and the Emperor and attacks for 9 damage. She also has the attack ability to deal additional surrounding damage, which is marked by this symbol. Therefore she is also attacking Sylar. Her attack would be fatal for both Fulong as well as Sylar. Yanluo reacts with the ability of Aoyin from the below, which she has placed there at the start of the game. With Aoyin's ability, she can weaken one attack by -4. With this, Fulong barely survives the attack from the Spider Queen. However, Sylar will be defeated by the attack. As Sylar is not the main target, the Spider Queen will not move to the tile of Sylar, but stays on the tile.
Your little insect demon annoys me.
Lilia moves to Xiao Izo to battle with her. With this, she ends her turn. Yanluo starts her turn by drawing a card and channels her wood gate to a fire gate. With now having a fire gate, she can recruit Roger.
Your little struggle's kind of cute, but it would be best to give up. My mighty demons are too much for your little insects to handle.
She now changed to her battle phase. As Fulong has a speed stat of 2, it is able to move 2 tiles and therefore moving around the Spider Queen to a free base tile, taking another soul without Muhua being able to defend it.
Or just go down with them.
Xiao Izu meanwhile battles with Lilia, however Lilia barely survives thanks to her armor. After resetting her field, she ends her turn. Muhua is now in a serious unfortunate situation with only 1 soul left and few units to defend the base. She draws a card and luckily draws the card she needs.
We would never give up and leave this world to your hands. Just a little bit more.
She channels her metal gate to a water gate. She extra recruits the Bombug and pushes back Fulong away from the base. Then she uses rank up on the bug to recruit the rank 2 unit Forest Guardian. His ability activates and recruit another token. Muhua is now gaining another 2 might, making her having 12 might. This allows her to ascend and participate in the battle herself as a powerful unit.
Mighty Woodgod, we need your guidance. Please lend me your strength and protect this world from the invaders of the below.
She knows this is her last chance, as once an Ascended Emperor is defeated, it cannot ascend again. Additionally, defeating the Ascended Emperor will also destroy one of the soul. Nonetheless, Muhua ascends and enters the battlefield in her idle mode. Now she plays the order card Great Battle Storm by destroying the token. All surrounding allies are getting healed, while all surrounding enemies receive damage. There are different damage types in this game. As it is not battle damage, but burn damage, Yanluo cannot block the damage by using her beast in the below, as it only reduces battle damage. With Fulong and Xiao Izo destroyed by the storm, Muhua gained 2 might as 2 units were destroyed.
Not bad. And how selfless to throw yourself into the battle. But it's too late. We will rise and take over this world.
Muhua could successfully defend the base and turn the table around, but more shadow and demon creatures are waiting. Will she manage to defeat Yanluo and imprison her again, therefore saving the world? Or is this still not enough to stop her and her powerful creatures? One thing is for sure, she must not fail. You can continue the story and decide the fate of Shen-Tiandi at your own table at home. Both showcase decks are available on GameCrafter. Visit the links in the description to get more information surrounding this game. There will also be an invite link to the Discord server. Participate in the ranked Battle of Shen-Tiandi, against others in the community to then be crowned as the Emperor of your chosen element. Win the tournament before heaven to be named the true Emperor God and be immortalized in the Hall of Fame and as a card. win exclusive foil cards as well as cash and other prizes. If this video was helpful, please leave a like and consider sharing it with your friends so they too can learn to play. Thanks for watching. Bye.